Back again with the Jefferson Nickels and how to collect coins, how to do it without any additional expense, how to do it at face value, how to do it for fun and profit, and how to do it just for fun. We have our two boxes that we've been going through. These are $100 boxes each. Got them from a local bank here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And what we're finding is that this group has a hoard of uncirculated coins by date. We've got a 1960, 1969, 1970, 2004, different date rolls that we have found so far. Solid uncirculated coins, 2008 Philadelphia roll, very nice premium roll, an original bank roll. And then, of course, the coins that we're pulling out by date that we have on our board that we've created so we can break down and have collections that we will be making for available for sale on future videos. Also have some information for you on how you can order 100 different date and mint mark combinations. So you can start your collection for just $20, includes shipping. And that's something that we will talk more about throughout the video. So we've got our rolls that we've received, picked them up at a bank here in town. We're going through them and going through with you so you can see the process that I use. Your process might be different. But within the rolls, for an example, here's a 1996 Philadelphia. So we've got our stacks going that we've created on the priority mail box, written down the dates, starting with 1938 all the way through 2020. Example of some coins that we found. Here's a 1982 Philadelphia in pretty good condition. It's a tougher date to find in good condition and has a premium, at least $1 per coin. We haven't found any of the 2009s yet, but we continue to look for that. Here's 68. And the collection that we have here, someone has obviously turned it in to the bank, and we're very excited about it because there's some great stuff that we found so far. And we're piling up by date over here, as well as putting the rolls away that had the solid date uncirculated on it. Here's a coin. This is a 1969, but on the back here, it's pretty well rubbed out around the rim of the coin. So possibly a dime got stuck on top of that, and it's been pushed around or got stuck in a machine, and it's damaged the coin. So that one, even though it's a nicer date, we're going to throw that one back into the pond here. Here's a 1966. This one has a big mark right above the building. So I'm not sure if that's a gouge or some kind of rub mark, but it's one that kind of takes the value away. So even though it's a real nice coin, we're going to toss that one back. 1992, better year. 1995, Philadelphia. So we're finding some really good stuff and some really junky stuff in these rolls. 1965, quite a few of those, more so than normal. Recently, I've been doing this since 1976, and the last several years, a lot of the 60s and 70s have disappeared. However, this collection, we've been very lucky. Most of it, 60s and 70s coins are in great shape. Some 90s, big fan of the 1990s coins. I recommend that you put them away. There's a 68S. It's a better date coin. Good condition. 77. A lot of those are beat up pretty bad. 72 Denver. Putting the one over in my junk pile and I knocked down some of the good coins. That'll happen when you're working in close quarters. Depends on how big your hands are, much like you're seeing right there. But this one here was a 77. It's going over in the junk pile, which we'll put back into circulation. Take it back to the banks. 1972 Denver, older coin, pretty good shape. Obviously been in a collection for a while and not circulating. 1971. So we found our third 1971 so far, and each one has been in a different state of condition. The last one we found was in really good condition. The one before that was really horrible. This one's medium, so not too bad, not great. But unusual to find that many Philadelphia 1971s in any group of nickels that I've pulled out of the bank recently, and certainly excited to have them. But, again, this is obviously somebody's collection that they've put in or they've collected for a long period of time and finally had to put it back in the bank. Continue to build our stacks. The stacks are good because at some point here we're going to put together 100 different date and mint mark combinations. And by breaking it down by the stack by dates, it's easier to go through, decide which ones you want to put in those collections. We're only keeping the really good looking coins. And that way, when we put the collections together, they're good looking coins, good value, higher conditions that if you're going to put your collection together, they're not all scratched up and brown and ugly. Lots of great dates here. It looks like 64 really is the oldest in quantity here. Another 1971 Denver, which is good. A lot of the 60s continue to come through. And there's some damaged coins. There's some really nice uncirculated coins. We got a little stack going over here. I've got a different light angle going right now. Oh, here we go. Here's a real nice 1968. Kind of a platinum color, uncirculated. So that's very nice to have those. 72D, 60s, 70s, 80s, plentiful in this group. 76 Philadelphia. For those of you on the East Coast, you'll find coins without a mint mark, which are from the Philadelphia Mint, or they'll have a P on it, like this 1994, signifying Philadelphia. And the mint mark from 1968 on is on the front of the nickel. And so here, I don't know if you can see it or not, 1971, right after the date and right next to Jefferson, there's a little D. There might be a little P mint mark there as well. That's Philadelphia. And your mint mark opportunities are P, D, and S. And there's some now, the West Point Mint is making some coins, some commemorative coins, some things coming out. This year, 2020, there's a commemorative coin set with a W mint marked nickel, which should be a fun collectible. They did that in 1996 with the dimes, and they've got a pretty good value, premium value for that. This one stood out to me, very nicely shiny on the side as I pull out the roll. It's a 2006. So those have been scarce in this group is the stuff with the new design. There's been a lot of 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s Jefferson Nickels with the old design in this group. For those of you trying to figure out how to start a collection, all you have to do is next time you make a purchase, if they actually allow you to make a cash purchase and they give you change, take a look at it. You never know what you might find. Some silver coins were created back in the 40s during World War II. So 1942 through 1945, you want to save those coins. Typically anything before 1960 I save just because it's old. It's where I started back in the 70s. For whatever reason, I picked 1959 and older, and I've stuck with it my entire life. But there's quite a few things that are still really nice coins that you can pull out of circulation. 71 Philadelphia, 1976 is a good year. 1978, 78D, those are tough. 1982 and 83, recommend all those. There's 1986 is a little tougher year. The 2009 Philadelphia and Denver, recommend all those. And then any other date that you find that you like or you want to keep for significant reasons, birth year, anniversaries, weddings, those kinds of things that were significant in your life, those are fun to put away. Birth of children. I did that for a while, and it's just a way to collect, accumulate. The other way I look at it is, what the heck? It's like a way to save some money in a savings account. You're not going to draw any interest on it from a bank perspective, but you might find some really nice coins. We found a few already worth a couple of dollars, and then of course the rolls that we found that were uncirculated. Those will have a super premium on it. The 2008 Philadelphia, looking at it on eBay. Nice uncirculated roll like that will sell for about $15. So we were able to pull one of those just out of here that was turned in. 1962, it's the first one of those we pulled out of this group. 2004 piece metal design. 2004 and 2005 with the Lewis and Clark coins. That's a very nice condition one, very high grade. Having done this for a number of years, I can tell kind of what the pattern is, and the person that did this has similar collecting patterns with the type of coins. I'm seeing very few of the 82s and 83s here. Have yet to see a 2009 D or 2009 Philadelphia. Highly collectible coins, certainly not in here, and then really none of the older stuff. So 58 is the oldest we found out of this group. Doesn't mean there's not several rolls still that we haven't found in these boxes. There's one more box of coins that I'm going to go pick up at the bank on Monday. There was 3 total boxes available. I only picked up 2 of them today. Had no idea what I was getting into. Otherwise, I would have taken all three. Who knows what's in the next box? That's what's the fun part of all this, is the next roll could contain that coin you've been looking for your whole life. 1950 Denver. The 1950D is one of the lowest mintage coins in the series. There's a 1959 Philadelphia. The 1950D is a coin highly collected when it came out, so many, many rolls of uncirculated 1950Ds out there. Circulated ones are a lot tougher to find. Finally found one, I think, in 2012 or 2013. I got one out of a slot machine in Las Vegas. 39D, 39S, all the other years, I've actually found everything in circulation at some point, and it's made it fun. Since I found that 1950D in the slot machine, I've actually found two more in rolls since that time. So I've picked up three of those, all total in my lifetime. I've had to buy all the other ones that I've had. It's just a tough, tough date, very collectible. And if you get one, set it aside. So again, we're making our stacks. There's quite a few different dates going on here. There's the keel boat design. It's part of the Lewis Clark commemoratives. And again, those are the ones that 2004 P and D. We've got several uncirculated rolls as part of this group. Here's a real nice 1982 Denver. So again, 82 is a tougher date. The Philadelphia is the best of the 82s, but the Denver is still definitely worth putting away. We have a bunch of uncirculated 1994 Philadelphia coins. Would have been really cool if we found an entire roll of those, but they're all mixed in with all these other coins. So I'm having a... And we continue on here. 2008. So 2008, they started to slow down the production of coins as we went into 2009, bad economy. And then 2009 cut way back on the nickels and dimes. And even 2010 D nickel is a tougher coin to find. And then back, cranked up the economy again. So the coin output was good after that. So anything 08, 9, and 10, I recommend setting aside. But certainly the 09s, anything, even in rough condition, I'll keep every one of those, because you never know. It's like the 50s and the 30s and the different years that, even though they may not be pristine, if you find them, it's really cool to have them. And someday down the road, you never know. You wish you had many copies of them. All right, we're going to wrap this one up here in a little bit. We just keep getting the same stuff over and over again, which is really cool because I love it. Like here's a 1969 Denver, really shiny and circulated, beautiful coin. Definitely worth holding on to. If you do buy the collections from us, it's 100 different dates. We will definitely put in the listing certain older dates that I've got boxes of that we will include as part of the deal. And so you'll get a coin from 1954 and 55 and 52 and 51 and 48 and 49 and 47 and 41 and 40 and 39. And to go along with whatever else we find when we search like this, that way you have a nice mix across the entire series of the coins, the Jefferson nickel. And it's just $20 flat rate, includes shipping, includes all the coins, and it's an insured package that comes to you, and it's done through PayPal. And you just go to PayPal and pay to Hawaiian Quarters LLC at yahoo.com and just mention you want the 20 coin set. And all the details will be in the on the video here when we're done. We have other videos with the details already on them. Check it out. We look forward to doing a transaction with you. We've sold many, many collections on eBay over the years, and we're now taking it on to YouTube here, going live as we go through these rolls. You're going through with me as I'm opening them and seeing what's in here. And one more time, it's the same set of years over and over and over again. Someone put them away and decided they needed the money, so they put them back in the bank. You saw me pause on that last coin. It was a 1964 Philadelphia coin. Pretty good shape, but we have lots of them. Here's a 1963. And 63 Philadelphia has a lower mintage, but this one has glue on the back. For whatever reason, it was either glued into a collection booklet or just got set in some glue. Here's an 82. I'm going to set this aside because I can't really tell P or D with the light angle I have right now. Getting older and the glasses aren't as sharp as they used to be. Here's another 2004 piece design, part of Lewis and Clark Commemoratives of 04 and 05, real good shape. Doesn't really necessarily matter the year of the coin. They can be, a coin from 1940 has less value than a coin from 2009. Just depends on the scarcity, condition, collectability of the coins. And so that's stuff that you just have to learn over time. And then what I've learned as I've gone through so many rolls is there's just certain coins now that may have a really high mintage. They're just hard to find in circulation or hard to find in rolls. So I've just started putting those away. These videos are designed to have the fun of going through the rolls with you, but also to share some of that knowledge in hopes that you get the collecting bug and that you start joining us in this journey of coin collecting. Jefferson Nickels are big enough. I can see the design. I can see the dates on them. They're fun to put together in groups like this, and certainly we can just enjoy the hobby together. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next time. You can see the nice variety of dates that I've been pulling out. We've had 2 full boxes that we've started with, and then over here are the empty rollers that we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we've gone through 29 rolls of coins so far, and we have our big stack that's going to go into the bank. We're going to show you how I go about filling these out, doing a quick method of getting them refilled and back into the bank, as well as what I do once I'm done with a collection sheet like this. I'm not going to have 40 of each date, so it's hard to make solid date rolls. There's a way to put them into a coin holder, mark on it, so when you get to the point where you want to start making sets, you can bust them back out instead of having to put them into a bag and then start all over with the sorting process. Steve from Alaska here, coin collecting. Enjoy, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe.